On this channel, we've explored some beautiful stadiums, some famous clubs and notorious atmospheres, but there's no place like home. I'm always told when I'm overseas that English football has lost its soul. Premier League, perhaps. However, lower down the divisions, it's just a lot more fun. Today, two clubs a mere 30 miles apart will meet in England's 4th division. Now, when English lower league football is good, it's really good. But when it's not so good, it can be a little bit flat. So here we are today, in person, with the reality of lower league English football. So let's just take a look at what you'd expect to pay at an English 4th tier game. Now, of course, I've opted for a standing ticket behind the goal on the terraces, and I paid 19 Great British pounds to watch this game this evening at Cheltenham Town Football Club. And as we pass a good selection of food, Cheltenham offer, a wide selection of food, pretty good, by no means dirt cheap, prices you'd expect to pay, again, in England at English football. And of course, I had to go for a pint. I've gone for a pint of Amstel, £5.50, again, a standard price for a pint at an English football game. Now, if I am talking like a bit of an outsider, despite the fact that I'm English, I guess I am a little bit. If you are new around here, I mostly watch football overseas in mainland Europe. So when I've got my pint and my instinct is to go inside on the terraces and face the pitch, I get that security guy saying, no, not going through here, mate, with that. Unfortunately, of course, we know that already, you can't take your pint inside. But if you think that's annoying enough, you wait, because in a moment I've got something which will show you even more, or another example, should I say, of how English football is incredibly over-policed. So people always talk about how bad English football atmosphere has become. Now, I've been guilty of this with regards to the Premier League, but I am quick to defend the fact that this poor atmosphere normally isn't the fault of the everyday working class football fan who attends games. We try, and as you can see, these young lads at Whaddon Road, they're trying. Now, although the ultras culture is often mocked and made fun of in England, these lads are trying to just introduce a little bit of life into the Whaddon Road Stadium. There's the singing section in the corner, you can hear the drum. The fans are shouting, singing, typical English style, but they've also got some flags. Now, don't go easy on them, A few of you have messaged me and said, English ultras are rubbish. You've got to put it into context. We mentioned heavily policed. Now look at these young lads, teenagers, trying hard to introduce a bit of life into the stadium. And here is Mr. Big Bollocks, the security guard, wandering over. He's only following orders. Let's call him Keith. Keith has spotted these flags and he's like, boys, get those flags down. You can't have them flags waving during the game, lads. Give them here. And unfortunately, Keith has party pooped. Unfortunately, Keith has killed any possibility of life in that singing section. And to be fair to the young Cheltenham Town lads, yes, the flags look like they might have been bought in home bargains, but they've tried. So credit goes to where credit's due. So half time, guys. Now I was pleasantly surprised when some people came up to me and said, "Are you Rye from Rye's Football Paradise?" And I was wearing this cap, probably a giveaway. And they said, "We follow your channel, we subscribe. Thank you very much, boys." But also one of them said, "My younger brother, because of the videos, is now a Bochum fan." Incredible. So let's finish up, guys. I mean, I'm going to put on screen right now some statistics, some facts. We all know that lower you go down the English football pyramid, the more alive, the more active the fans are, the bigger the community. There's still some life there. We speak about the Premier League football culture being completely different than top flight football back in the 80s, 70s, 60s. Some of our parents enjoyed standing on the terraces. They enjoyed drinking a beer. They might have enjoyed a little bit of a scrap as well. It might have got a bit tasty, a bit dangerous, but we have gone too far. So a lot of people are turning to lower league / non-league football in England. So I really just want to put it out there that despite some slightly negative reviews with regards to policing, security. This is by no means at the fault of the football fan. This is just the rules made up at the top that are ruining it for everybody else. So with that in mind, just look at the statistics. Still, in the English 4th tier, the EFL League 2, the attendance figures are really good. Cheltenham Town are actually lower down that table compared to most. This was one of their biggest attendances for years in English 4th tier football. A really good turnout at Whaddon Road. Of course, Swindon Town went away with the win, 2-0. But I am very happy with what I saw at Whaddon Road. I've been to 4th tier German football games, and unless you've got a fallen giant like last season, like MSV Duisburg, unless you've got an Alemannia Aachen who's fallen down the leagues, they were stuck in the 4th tier for like over 10 years. Unless you've got one of those fallen giants, the league does feel a little bit flat. As a reminder, in Germany, the 4th tier is broken up into regional leagues, and if we take Regionalliga West over on the west, of course, of Germany, it's consisting of second teams. We don't want second teams in the league. I'm saying this as a Bochum fan. We're the second Bochum team in the league. Nobody wants these second teams competing with these potential, with these clubs who stand alone in their independent identity. I'm firmly against second teams being in. Bearing in mind they're allowed in the 3rd tier of German football as well. Completely against this. And this again is something I love about English football. It's thriving. We're a small country. People forget how small England is. But of course, the lower you go down, there's so many active fan scenes. There's so many small little clubs with people turning up week in and week out. Despite this freezing cold weather at the moment, they're showing up. They're supporting their local club. And I do feel like when I came away from the Premier League, when I stopped watching the Premier League a couple of seasons ago, I just shut the door on English football. I went overseas. I don't regret that. I absolutely love experiencing different football cultures, but we need to keep the door open a little bit on clubs here in England, lower down the divisions, because there's a lot to bloody offer, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing more English football culture. Hit that subscribe button. Let's smash 40,000 subscribers, and 2026 is going to be a good year. Loads to come. Next weekend we're going to be in Spain, of course. Villarreal, Valencia, Levante. A few weeks later, we're going to be back in Germany. We're going to be watching Poison Munster against Bochum. We're also going to be experiencing Dutch football a couple of times as well in February. March, we're back to Calcio Italiano, experiencing the Milan derby for the very first time at the San Siro. In April, back to Germany, coupled with possibly Poland, as we watch Bochum away at Dynamo Dresden. There's so many good things coming up. Of course, we've got lots of English stuff sprinkled in between those trips. I'm buzzing for the new year. I might have had an energy drink. I'm about to get on the beer to celebrate 2026. Thanks for all your support this year, guys. Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen.